Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 32 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Talladega Super Speedway for the running of the Pokemon Stars 500. This is it, the first race of the round of 8 of the playoffs, and we only have 3 races left until the championship race. Once those 3 races are done, we will have 4 drivers left in the playoffs and they will all be competing for the championship title at Zenjoltis. So these last 4 races are all going to be on super speedways. The excitement has never been higher than any other race this season. So you better strap yourselves in because these next 3 races are going to be bumpy rides. On the pole today we have the 14 of Rich Roy. On the outside, the 34 of Kyle Manoli. In row 2, there's Cody Lupton and Yin Canario. Row 3 is Eli Bright and O'Neill Balvin. And Robert Smith and Grayson Acevedo, the remaining playoff drivers, round out the field in this top starting lineup. So here we go. It's going to be a 20-lap race here around Talladega. This track is known for being very fast, wide. It's probably the fastest real NASCAR track we're racing at, but it's going to get even faster in the next 2 races because they're going to be even more intense at Orlando and Coca-Cola. But here we are at Talladega to kick off the round of 8 of the playoffs. One driver could potentially lock his or her spot into the final 4. Will we see that today? Pace car comes down and we're about to get the green flag here at Talladega. Possibly, one of these drivers could potentially make it to the Final 4 with a win here today at Talladega. But you never know what happens here at this track. And here we go. Green flag is out in the Pokemon Stars 500. Rich Roy, great start for him already. Right off the bat, already pulls away. This race, though, could turn in an instant. One crash could change everything. And that's what happens in all the other tracks and super speedways we go to. One wreck could potentially change everything. The outcome of this race. And so far in the very first lap of the race, it's been clean. Rich Roy's out in front. Uh-oh, 4 wide. They were almost 4 wide. Now they're 4 wide in the middle. Even going 4 wide at this track does not look safe. There you see Marcus Sachi right down the middle, and somehow able to make it work. Uh-oh, Pichu right in the middle there, a little too aggressive. Grayson Acevedo goes down low. And somehow able to continue the race. In a near 4 wide situation, now Robert Smith is up high. Smith a little too high up. And Rich Roy leads again. And now Canary is up to 2nd place. And there you see the other cars not off to a good start already here at Talladega. Those cars lagging behind now. Oh boy. They almost got close at one point in the middle. And now Canario takes 2nd while he's trying to catch Rich Roy. With all the passing going on, Rich Roy has been able to get a little bit of breathing room as the leader. Canario going to try to draft up the 24 of Lupton to possibly make a move. Here comes Lupton. He's not going to wait. He's going to try for 2nd place. And Lupton is going to get the draft. Going to try to take draft away from Rich Roy in the bottom. And Rich Roy somehow continues to lead. Chase Marks now running in the top 5 as well. Marcus Sachi, though, almost was in the middle of a 4-wide situation a couple laps ago, and now he's worked his way up into the top 5. More battles brewing. It looks like Sachi wants 3rd place. Trying to look low and trying to make the pass, but he can't get there yet. Still 3 wide in the back. Now they're still 4 wide in the middle. Don't worry, they'll have a little bit of a little bit of room to go 4 wide here at this track, so no worries about a wreck just yet. Oh, Lupton tried to go low to get Rich Roy, but he doesn't have a drafting partner. And look at Sachi, here he comes for 2nd place, gonna go down low over Lupton. And Sachi, without even drafting help, still able to get that 2nd spot away. This has been Rich Roy's race to lose now in the 14 car. Oh, look at John Gilbert trying to go 3 wide for 2nd as well. Wow, John Gilbert somehow is pulling away from the other drivers here at Talladega, and you don't really see that. Still 3 wide. And now the field bunches separates, and Gilbert takes 2nd place. So John Gilbert's up to 2nd. And now 4 wide battle here for 3rd place, as Igor Barreto tries to join in the top 5. John Gilbert, look at the gain he's made. Look at the run. He's trying to draft up to the 14 and make a pass. He's got nobody else to battle against, so he's able to draft him up in draft the 14 and make a possible pass. See if he's going to do it right here. Literally almost bump drafting the 14 car, but just can't quite make the move yet. Probably didn't want to make the move now until he really needs to. And now Manoli going to go for 3rd place. And Kyle Manoli up to 3rd now. Has worked his way up back to 3rd. So now 2 playoff drivers running the podium spots. One of them could potentially lock their spot in the final 4. And the fans definitely want to see the top 2 playoff drivers battle against one another. And we could see that right now. 34 going to go by John Gilbert. And he does do so. So now the top 2 playoff drivers are now battling for potentially a spot in the final 4. And Alexander Rowe moves up 4th place. Field still bunching up, and now look at this 4 wide battle now. So far there has not been a single caution here at Talladega. Halfway through the race and no caution yet. Oh wow, look, I think 34 is trying to pass, but Roy gets the block. Rich Roy trying to block the 34. And we have a caution for the first time today. Wow. A caution comes out in halfway through the race. And I believe Michael Cano was involved. Yeah, it was a spin. Michael Cano. Oh, wow. What was that? What kind of spin was that? Started with Igor Barreto. Barreto, the 15 car. Yeah, it was the 15 car. I think he had a tire go down and he was up in the wall. And then he hits Michael Cano right here. And he spins him out. And yet somehow nobody else hit the 33, which is somewhat of a miracle. Wow. That was insane. And they took pit stops, by the way, under the caution flag. Couple cars stayed out. And surprisingly, Kyle Manoli comes out first off pit road. Wow. By a margin. He took 2 tires in instead of 4. So he's going to use a different strategy to get ahead of Rich Roy. So Rich Roy had led every lap up to this point. And now the restart's coming up with just a few laps to go. And John Gilbert is out in front. But the question is, will these guys be able to make it to the very end? Since they did not come to pit road under the caution. Gonna be 6 laps to go when we get back to the green flag. And we'll see if John Gilbert can hold off the pack. And we're back to green. Look at the start by row. Here it comes, the 41. And there's Christian Vargas trying to draft John Gilbert. But Rowe is going to get a better edge. And Rowe gets the better edge on that line. And now we see Alex Hawkins down low. Rowe got the better edge, but now John Gilbert stays in front. And Christian Vargas somehow, on that high lane, gets second. And now they're going to come down pit road. None of them could make it. Car slowing down. Oh, Cano missed a pit stall. Now there's contact on pit road. And I believe Zach Fitzwater's out in front. He is in the 4 car. Now the field is separate and Rich Roy's is only down to 4th. Way far back at the top 3. So, an interesting turn of events. That was a bizarre turn of events on that last lap. And now coming to 4 laps to go. Fitzwater leads. Does he have to come in? He looks like he will come in. He is coming in. And Rich Roy is back in front. Rich Roy is back as the leader. So they cycle out. And Rich Roy's in front. We'll see how these cars... We'll see though how these cars can handle the drivers coming off pit road. This should be interesting. Look at Eli Bright. Down low in the 13. Possibly trying to pass him. But he's got lap traffic ahead, so he might want to wait until the time is right. Oh, MDev. Nearly got him. And Canario gets held up by Rowe. The 21 gets held up by Alexander Rowe. Coming to 3 laps to go. And MDev trying to pass the 21. Here comes Yepes for the lead. Trying to get all through the lap cars. And he got Rich Roy. Roy is held up by Vargas. More cars come off pit road. And it's going to cause a nightmare. Yepes is the leader. What a twist. Diego Yepes in front. Roy's trying to get back into the lead. The dominant car of the race. Trying to get back to win it. And Matthew Amdev trying to work his way back up. 2 to go. Yep has a huge lead thanks to all the lap traffic. Bright down low and he gets second from the 14. Madness continues. It's madness there. And how about O'Neal Belvin working his way to the top 5? It's all the playoff drivers all competing to get in front. But one of them has to catch the 88. And here we go to the white flag with 1 lap to go. Diego Yepes is the leader to the white. And Diego has been looking to get a win here after his brother Marcos won earlier and got himself in the playoffs. Facing a situation 3 wide, could leave the door open for Balvin to pass. Down the final turn, and Richardson's a lap car. But that'll be it for Yepes. That's all he needs. And there he goes, coming off final turn in an upset. Diego Yepes, he's gonna win the Pokemon Stars 500 at Talladega. Diego Yepes wins in a shocking upset at Talladega Super Speedway. And I'm sure his brother Marcos is cheering him on since he now is a winner in the Cup Series this season. So finally Diego Yepes has done it. He finally wins in the Pokemon Cup Series again. After his brother Marcos won earlier this season, Diego does it at Talladega in an upset. Wow. He was a playoff driver, but was eliminated. No, I don't think he was a playoff driver to begin with. But still, though, Diego Yepes, a well-deserved win for the team. Able to work out the strategy perfectly and win here at Talladega. And O'Neal Balvin comes up short again of getting in the Final Four. Those finishes might add up, and he might get in the Final Four in points alone. Wow, how many times has Balvin come close to a win? But anyway, Bright was 6th, Canario 7th, Acevedo was 8th, Roy was 12th. Roy could have won this race. He had the dominant car of the day, and yet he went home 12th. And Robert Smith was 19th, and Cody Lupton was 36th. Everybody finished the race. Only one caution throughout the entire run. That was pretty unusual and super rare at Talladega to have just one caution. And we didn't have the big one here today at all, but I guess they were clean. They just didn't take risks here because they were competing for Final Four. There just wasn't many room for risks as before. So I guess you can understand these guys were trying to play it safe and save it all for Coca-Cola and Orlando. But Diego Yepes, how about him winning the race? Wow, who knew? Who knew Yepes would get the win here today? Oh yeah, he was a playoff driver. I'm sorry, he was the winner. I was talking about Marco. Yeah, so he did win. And Marcos Yepes didn't win. So my bad. Made a little mistake there, but it's alright. Diego Yepes wins, and Marco's still happy that his brother won a race. Again, and I believe it's his second win of the season. So that was my bad regarding everything I said about him, Diego Yepes winning. Well, I take back what I said. Yepes, this is his second win of the season. So he's a 2-time winner in the series, and he wished he would have still been in the playoffs. That could have gotten him in the Final Four. But Diego Yepes still wins and celebrates here at Talladega. So the playoff point standings are coming up next, and we'll see you guys next week at Orlando. That'll be a fun race to watch. So don't miss Orlando. We'll see you there.